Hi everyone, it's Jean from Jean's Gems. So, I wanted to show you a little tutorial, and I hope that I can do this tutorial justice. I learned this from Anne, and her channel name is Crazy Lady Scrapper, and I'll list that for you on the in the bottom section, so you can check her out. Anne is from Sweden, and what I love about her videos is when she is making something for her journals, she's very precise, very nice, very neat with everything, and she's just her things, for some reason, seem to me that they come out flawless. So what we're going to make is something that I learned from Anne, and that is a pocket journal tag. So it's a page you can put in your journal. You can use this a couple different ways, and you may have to adjust the length depending on the size of your journal. But most of us make journals that are around 6 by 8, something like that. So I think if you stick with that size with the 12 by 12 paper, you should be good. Now this height is about 6 inches. I'm going to cut this down a little bit to about 5 1/4. Now somewhere around 5 inches is what you want, but 5 1/4 will be fine, which it's going to be a little bit below that because I didn't cut straight, which is okay. Just somewhere between the 5 and 6 inch mark is the best way to use this. Now, another recommendation is that when you are making this pocket journal tab, you want to use double-sided paper. The reason being is because you want something pretty on the other side and not just, otherwise you're going to have either white or whatever plain color is on the back of your journal pocket here. So when I first tried this, I tried gluing 2 12 by 12 pages back to back so that they would have a design on each side, and I just didn't like the way the folds worked with the glue. So if you have double-sided paper, or if you have a printer that will print double-sided for you, that's what I would suggest that you use for this project. So the first thing I do with this, and this is nice because it has lines on it, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take like maybe 1/4 inch, and I'm just eyeballing this, not doing anything special. But eyeballing this, I'm going to cut down or fold over 1/4 inch, roughly. And this part we need because this is the part we're going to use to attach it to our journal. If you want to make it smaller, you can, but I find about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch is good. That way you can attach it securely. And I just bend it both ways. And then after I bend up the bottom, okay, we have that bent up, you can lay it flat, and then I want to bend over like an inch on the end, and then smooth this down like this. So we have something that looks like this, okay? Then we want to take this part and we want to fold it over to about halfway and get that nice and straight and crease that down like that. Okay, so now we have this fold. First we did the bottom fold, then we did the right fold on the right side, and then we folded this over. Now I turn this so that I can fold it this way as well. And on this end, I want to get a nice crease right here. You can use a bone folder if you have one. And that way we have this crease, and now we have just a little bit left over that you can fold this way and then this way. Okay, so we're going to open this back up, and what we have basically are two pieces folded, the bottom first folded up and down so we can get a nice crease on that, and then we have this flap here, and then we fold it over like this. Okay, now this part here is going to be our pocket. So what we want to do is we want to take a ruler, or if you just want to eyeball it, that's up to you. But you take a ruler, cut whatever amount you would like from the top, and that's going to make your pocket. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to take my scissors. Where did I lay them? Right here. And I'm just going to cut this part and all the way over to the fold, and then just cut it from the fold up, and try to be as even as you can. You'll be able to tell if it's over a little bit. Now save this because we're going to use that a little bit later. So here now we have the folded over part, and this is going to be our pocket. But what we need to do is on the bottom, we need to go to where there is each fold, and we need to cut a little triangle at each fold. So we'll cut one here, and we will cut one here, and then we will cut one on this very end. Okay, so now our piece looks like this, and very little waste, just those little corners so far. Now what we want to do is go to this crease right here, and we want to cut down right along the edge of where our pocket is. Okay, now when we fold this down right here, here is where we get our pocket. Now with this flap, I don't like it just a square flap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut the edges off from the corner in, and then I will have a more interesting looking top to my pocket. And I'm also going to punch the little thumb hole or divot, whatever you call that, right here. And that way, when I close this, then I'll have a way to be able to pull the tag out. Now, with this piece, what we're going to do is I'm going to use the opposite side because I want a different color to add some contrast. And I'm going to even that up right along the edge. Get some glue here. Right along the edge. Just a tiny bit, enough to secure it. And what I'm going to make is just a little belly band right here. So I'm using this side and I'm going to glue that on. I have to remember to get myself a damp cloth. And then since I haven't glued the actual pocket together yet, I'm just going to fold this in, and that way it'll there'll be, you know, plenty of room for that on this side. So I'm just going to fold this in. Now I do need to cut right here because of the bottom. So I'm going to fold the bottom up like this on just this piece. Let me move up here. I don't know if I'm staying in frame for you guys. I'm going to fold this bottom up, and I already trimmed this little corner, and then I'm going to fold this over, and I'm going to put glue here. And glue here. And fold it over to the other side so we can make our pocket. Now, the nice thing about making a pocket this way where you have those folded in pieces is that it sort of makes it like a gusseted pocket, so that if you have a tag that might have three-dimensional, or if you want to stuff this quite full, you can, because you have a little bit of room on it. So we just need to let that dry a little bit, and this glue dries pretty quick. And then here, with this being a belly band, you could put a pretty flower on here, or butterfly, or whatever you want. You can decorate the envelope however you want to decorate it. And then we pull this down here, and actually we could use like a piece from here to make some type of interesting closure, but we'll just leave it like that for now. Now on this piece, okay, we have our flap so that it'll glue into the journal like this. And then what I'm going to do, because this is going to be the tab part, so I'm going to cut this on an angle right at the corner. And then I'm going to go up here. First, we need to do a little adjustment on this. So what I'm going to do is cut this in a little bit. And then, let me see here. I'm going to try to match this up. We'll see if we can, because I have to cut two places. So we will cut here first, and then we will cut down here. And what that gives us is our journaling spot. Now, this particular paper is light enough that you could definitely journal on this, depending on what kind of, pen or marker you're using. And then I'm going to take that cut and just keep going down like this. Okay, so here we have now, we have this little thing that's our tab. We have this nice space right here that is for journaling, and then we have a cute little pocket. So that is how we make these pocket journaling tab spots, and then we would add them to our journal. Now I have one that I was telling you that I already made, and this one was the one I used with the double-sided paper. So because the other side is kind of like bumpy, that's why I didn't like doubling up the paper. But here you can see we have the pocket, and then here's another pocket. Here's the journaling space. In this case, I made it a tag. However, there's definitely space here. You could still journal. And then this is our little tab that sticks out of the journal. Now, I took some of the other side of the paper because, you know, I like to reuse and try to use up all my offcuts. And that's how I got this piece to look like that. And then the reason I was telling you about using the double-sided paper is it makes the other side look really nice on, and you can either decorate this or write on it, whatever you want to do. Here is another one that I made, and this one is a little bit darker in color. Thought it was kind of nice for fall. Now with this one, my idea, oops, did that get, oh, I stapled it down. Okay, I'll just leave it like this so you can see. So you can put these after you, after you fold them up, you would have to secure this bottom, and then just, let's see if I have another page. Let's use this green page here. And then what you could do is you could take the journaling spot and make it, now that's going to have to be cut off here a little bit, but you can make it like a flip out like this. But what you would do is you would glue up the bottom and then fold this, and then fold this in on itself and connect that to, you can connect it anywhere. If you're actually going to leave it folded, you could put it, I would put it at the top. No, bottom, sorry. If you're going to leave it folded, I would put it at the bottom. And then what I would do is fashion some type, only glue this tab to your other page. And then when you, this is a little bit off kilter, give me a second here. Then when you fold this, you would need to have some type of closure for it. I would probably put some ribbon behind it and attach it, or maybe a button and, you know, go around the edge. And there you have a cute little interactive thing that you can open up like this and open like this and open like this, and then you could stick something in here. But as I mentioned to you, you would have to definitely glue that bottom flap on this side if you're going to use it as a one piece like this. If you're going to use it as a whole piece, you would take these, okay, and you would glue it down like this, and you would want to get it near the top so that you have your flap sticking out. Okay, and you can glue it just like that. You need to put something there so that the pocket will stay closed. You can put some other tags in here. You can put some paper on here, like line paper, and make it a journaling spot. And then when you close the book like this, you see, now this one you can't see as well, but you see the tab sticking out the top. So that is the idea of the pocket journal spot tab creation that I learned from Anne. And I hope you take some time to try it out. And I hope my directions were okay. I made a couple here. And this one was when I was using the paper bag for my Hispanic journal. I just took this paper bag shape here and did the little faux stitching. And this one has a pocket here and a pocket here. And it just closes. I would have to put something here to make that stay closed. And there you have a nice little surprise for your journal if you want to do it like this or the long way like we did this one. This one here, I love the colors in this one, and this is one of my post earrings that I have. So I was telling you how you can use them for closures or for brads, and this is a perfect way to do that. I just have to attach this a little bit better. It's not attached very good. So, and the nice thing is that they're heavy enough that they'll keep the flap down and you don't have to put any other twine or anything on it. If you want to make those circle things with the string around them, I think they're like business envelopes or something, you can do that. And then this one has a really nice large journaling spot to it. So it's light enough you can journal on, or if you don't want to journal on this, you can just add a smaller tag, for example. I had some right here. And I don't know. Oh, I laid it over here. So, for example, one of these standard tags you could put in here. Now, you'll have to trim that because of the part that we put inside, glue inside the journal. But you could do something like this. I think I had a shorter one. Oh, here's one of these. I didn't see this one. That has to go in my other journal, though. Even something kind of like shaped like this would be interesting, or even this way, because these were some punch outs that I had, and they have little holes here, so you could string some ribbon in there and put bows. You could do all kinds of things with these, and I think they're just really versatile for junk journaling and make a fun little addition to your journals. You can put more than one in. You can make one of them be closed all the way, and you can leave the others open. As I mentioned, you may have to change the size based on the size of your journal, because as you can see here on the end of this one, it's about, what, 1.5 inches or almost 2 inches short. So with the 12 by 12 piece of paper, you get a full length of about 8 inches. So this would be perfect for an 8 by 6 journal. This would be perfect. So that's my little tutorial for tonight for your junk journaling. And I hope that you all get to, you put your cat in there. I hope you all get a chance to try this and let me know. If you try any of my projects and you upload them to my website on Facebook, which is Lilac Lane Livery Arts, I will be allowing you to choose a download from my Kofi shop if you'd like. So just keep that in mind, that there are downloads in the Kofi shop that you can get for free. You can get some that only cost a couple dollars. And I do have a couple things I'm going to do for my Hispanic journal yet. I did make a decision today that I'm breaking it up into 2 signatures, and 2 signatures of 9 individual elements or pages. I do usually count a doily as a page. So 9 elements, and that means there will be 18 individual pages in it, and then of course the cover. So I went through and made sure that they were in the order that I wanted them, and the ones that I wanted for the center. And I have made a list of a few things that I need to do yet. This has to have a beautiful tassel for it. Some of my tags have to have some toppers on them. And these tags I might have to do some doodling on because they look kind of plain. They either look plain or it's because it's in this particular piece of paper. And then, what else was I going to say? I have a couple of those pages that I wanted to cut out of the quilt book to make as like bookmarks for it. And I have taken this one, I put these 2 tags in there and they should hold fine. And then we have, of course, this. I think this is just so cute. I love it. And then I put the Ola tag on there. And here are a whole bunch of tags that I did yesterday. I just cut out some, these are kind of like clip art type things, and just made some journaling cards and some tags. I need to figure out what to put on the top of them to make them a little bit more interesting. But I love this done in the red because it reminds me kind of like a map. And I think that's cool. And I put this belly band here. And I'm going to put my laminated page in the center of this one. And then I also took that one small piece of a mate painting that I made, and I made an envelope out of it. And I put this other large mandala here. You only live once. Frida. Here's some more tags that I made with some of the clip art. And I put a sombrero down here. And I put this little piñata on my talavera. So that's what I have so far for each of the signatures. So there will be 2. And then once I finish adding in all the extras, then we can go ahead and bind this, and then we can work on the cover. I'm going to see, because there's one page here, this brown page. I'm going to find some paper that matches a little bit better than this. And I'm going to put one of these in here because I think that it will look cute right here. But I don't know that this is the color I want to use. So I have to find a color that's more of a bright color to use. And then that'll be this fun little piece that'll be in the book too. So there you go. That's all I really have for tonight. I will be looking forward to getting the emails from the giveaway winners. And I hope that going forward, I can continue to get more subscribers. And if you do watch my channel and you know anyone that you feel would like my content, please send them over, direct them to me. I'm really excited to finish up my Hispanic journal, and then I'm going to be working on something that is a little bit more my style, with some shabby romantic type of things. I am going to do a project for Kim Newberg. She is I'm on her design team, so I printed out some of her labels. I printed out some of her tags, which they printed wonky. I don't know why. But it's okay because I like just these little squares. I think it was me, Kim, not you. And so I'm going to be using some of these in some of my next projects. So if you're interested in getting any of these really beautiful images or tags, look Kim up on the coffee shop, and she'll be delighted to share free ones with you that she has listed. And then she also has some that are only cost a couple dollars, or you can join her membership. And also my friend Caroline has that as well. And I'm going to be doing some things with their digitals so that you can see some projects, see how beautiful and quality their digitals are. So that's really all I have for tonight. I hope that you'll come back and see me again, and we can work on some other tutorials and other fun things for our journal. And I can't wait to do the cover. So there's a lot of fun happening. So I really appreciate you stopping by. Love you all bunches, and have a great night. Bye for now.